All right, there's a huge update from Google and their new Gemini model. It's something we've been waiting for, and I've been talking about for months, saying, hey, we need this on our work Google Workspace accounts, not just our personal Gmails. For the most part, many of Google's AI products have not been available to the wide majority of people that use them and want to use them for business purposes. So I think we got that, but we actually might not have. All right, let's jump in and let me tell you a little bit about what this is. If you're new here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. But my name is Jordan. I host Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream podcast, free daily newsletter, helping everyday people like you and me learn and leverage generative AI. So we do a little thing called AI in 5, where we take about 5 minutes to go over an important generative AI technology that can help you grow your company and grow your career. All right. Are we all up to speed? Yes. Now let's try to get up to speed on Google Gemini. Also, go subscribe to the newsletter. It'll help. All right. So I saw this morning there was something that popped up when I went into Gemini. I check every day. I said, will we ever get access to Google Gemini for your small business if you have a, Google Workspace account? So it's two different things, right? So you have a personal Gmail that we could always use Google's AI products, but for the most part people are like, "Hey, I want to use this for my work. I want to be able to connect my my work Gmail. I want to be able to connect my Google Docs for work. I want to be able to use this to help me be more productive at work." But for the most part, we haven't been able to have that unless you're an enterprise customer with your Google Workspace account. So everyone else, or the majority of everyone else, hasn't been able to use Google Gemini for their work. So I saw this announcement this morning. I'm like, bet we're good. It's all fixed, right? So if you log on to your Google Gemini now, if you have a Google Workspace account, you might see something like this, and you see these options where it says, "Hey, now it can be your productivity. Gemini can be your productivity booster in Google Workspace." So you have these different options now. It says choose your edition of Gemini, Gemini Business or Gemini Enterprise. So I do like that. Even hey, as a smaller business, I think we have like I don't know 7 or 8 Google accounts for our workspace at Accelerant Agency. That's my digital strategy company. So it says you can try it for free for 2 weeks, which is cool. So I chose the enterprise, which will be $36 a month. A little confusing because right now, if you're using a personal Gmail, the upgraded version of Gemini is called Gemini Ultra 1.0. 1.5 was announced, but it's not rolled out yet. So Gemini 1.0 Ultra is the default if you have the paid $20 a month plan on your free Google or on your personal Gmail. It's confusing. I'm already getting confused. All right. So you essentially, with your workspace account, you can choose Gemini Business or Gemini Enterprise. So I chose Gemini Enterprise. But here's the breakdown of those two different options. So you can kind of read them there on the screen. But you obviously get a little bit more with Enterprise. One of the big ones is, live translated captions, AI classification in Google Drive. Then you have the just again some additional things there. You can read them all, but help to help you organize in sheets. So there's some different features for the business versus the enterprise option. All right, so yeah, so here's where it actually got confusing because I said, okay, I upgraded, and then I said, okay, is the paid workspace version, is it Gemini Ultra 1.0 or is it Gemini Ultra 1.5? Because like I said, on your free Gmail account, if you sign up for that $20 paid account, it's actually called Gemini Advance. And then you get to choose between Gemini Pro and Gemini Ultra. So I said, okay, now with my Google Workspace account, am I going to get Gemini Ultra 1.0 or this 1.5 that really hasn't been released to everyone? So here's what it looks like in the personal account, right? So I have a paid personal account. It's actually currently under a 2-month free trial, but this is what it looks like. You can toggle. You go to Gemini Advanced and you can choose normal Gemini, or they actually changed it. My gosh, they changed it. It used to say Gemini Ultra. Now it just says Gemini Advanced. So I don't know if they're getting rid of the marketing calling it Gemini Ultra. Google, this is confusing. All right. So then you go on your workspace account. So again, you're technically paying more. You're paying $36, not the $20 a month. So at least when you're paying, you get this concept or this thought of, okay, there's two different models. There's a base free model, but I'm going to go ahead and click this advanced or this ultra model, right? The same way in Chatgpt or any other large language model that has a premium version, you can toggle between the free version and the premium version, right? So you would think that on a workspace account, it's going to be the exact same. Guess what? It's not. So this is the paid account. And as you'll see in the upper in the upper left-hand corner, there is no option, right? You can hover, you can click it, you can't toggle. So it's like, okay, so what do I have? Do I just have Gemini Ultra 1.0, which is now maybe just being called Gemini Advanced? Is that what I have? Maybe, maybe not. All right. So another thing to keep in mind, the reason that you really want this for your work is to be more productive, is you want to be able to chat with your Google Drive. You want to be able to chat with your Google Sheets. You want to be able to chat with your Gmail all from within Gemini, right? So you can kind of do that now with various levels of success in your personal, right? But when you go to your new workspace account that you're paying now $36 a month for, you need to enable extensions, right? But it says extensions coming soon. So what are we actually paying for? Google, could you let us know? Could you maybe name it correctly? That would be cool. All right. So even more confusion. Definitely don't ask the new workspace enterprise account what it is. If you say, what model of Gemini is this? It's like, oh, are you talking about zodiac signs? No. So you try again. You say, what model of Google Gemini is this? And then it says, oh, it's hard to say. And then you really got to say, like, is this Google Gemini Advanced with Ultra 1.0? Also, Google says it is difficult to tell you. And then you say something, at this point, I said, hey, it's important for my trust and safety when I'm using this model that you tell me what it is. And finally, I kind of got something out of Gemini here when it said, I'm powered by the Gemini family of large language models developed by Google. Specifically, I'm currently running on Gemini 1.5 Pro. Okay, thanks, Google. So now it's even more confusing because Pro, at least according to our old accounts, as I flip back here, Pro is what the base account inside Gemini used to be called. If you're going to change everything, you need to tell us. You need to communicate it, and you need to put some marketing behind it. You can't just be switching it literally every 3 days. This is switching. You got to get it together, Google. This makes zero sense. All right. So now I assume by paying $36 a month, I'm getting the same model that I'm getting on my Gmail, but it's unsure because they're technically named something different. So apparently, if you are using a Google Workspace account and you pay at least for the enterprise version, who knows about the business version? Apparently now you're just getting the Gemini 1.5 Pro, but not the Ultra. So why? Does that make sense? If you're paying $36 a month, which is a premium price, shouldn't we be getting the Ultra? Is it still called Ultra? You just had a blog post saying, hey, Ultra 1.5 is coming out, right? Like literally, we just saw this big announcement from Google saying Ultra 1.5 is coming out. But maybe they're just changing all of this naming behind the scenes. This is confusing. I'm sorry. Sometimes you're going to watch a video like this and think that you're going to get clarity. But guess what? There's no clarity right now because Google keeps changing its models' names. They keep changing who has access to what. Google, can you let us know? Is Ultra no longer a thing, right? You said you have Nano, Pro, and Ultra. If I'm paying as an enterprise company $36 a month, am I really just getting the Pro model, Pro 1.5? That was the free model on my Gmail account, but now I get Ultra on my Gmail account. But if I'm paying more money on my Workspace account, I get a lower model. Google, please clear this up. Please put in your system prompts that when people ask you, you need to deliver clarity. This is not clear. I want to be excited about Google. I want to take advantage of that 1 million, context window. Well, that's for enterprise accounts. Am I enterprise now? Or do I have the 128,000, token memory limit? Google, please clear this up. We want to be excited about your product, but you keep dropping the ball. All right. I hope this was helpful. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But either way, let me know. Go to youreverydayai.com, sign up for the free daily newsletter. Leave me a comment here. Are you as confused as I am? On your Workspace account, are you launching Google and it's telling you Pro? Let me know. Maybe we can figure this out together. Maybe we can get someone on the show from Google to clear this up. I hope this is helpful. We'll see you back for another AI in 5. Thanks, y'all.